So if someone is on the healing journey, and even if they're not, they may find that they often compare their own life with the lives of others. So let's say that someone is working through some heavy stuff, some deep wounds, and perhaps they see someone else, perhaps online, perhaps in the real world, who appears to be having a great time and who seems as though they've got it all together. And because of how this person appears to be living their life, someone can then feel down and even worse about what they are going through. And their mind can end up saying things like, life isn't fair, why can't my life be better? I'm a failure. Why is my life the way that it is? Why can't I change my life faster? And all this stuff can be going on in their mind. And through comparing their life with someone else's life, they can experience even more resistance. So there will be what's going on for them, and there will be the resistance that they are in. And even though it can seem as though the other person has got it all together, this might not be the case. And this is because the mind, in a way, it's like the mind sees one part of an image and then it ends up filling in the rest of it. So the mind basically, and it does this in all areas of life, it ends up filling in the blanks. And of course, even though to the mind the idea it has got is a correct one and is accurate, it could be completely inaccurate. And not only could it be accurate, but when it comes to the path that someone is on, they won't have started off at the same point. They won't have had the same experiences, good and bad, as this person. They won't have started off with the same abilities or had the same hurdles to overcome. So even though the other person will be a fellow human being, they may as well be from another planet. Because that's how different their lives will be. And what this illustrates is how important it is for someone to acknowledge that they are on their own path. It doesn't matter if someone is the same age or of a similar age, or even if they've known this person for a long time and appear to start off at the same point, because they're on a different path. And when someone can keep this in mind and to surrender to where they are at, it will be a lot easier for them to move forward. Because what we resist is what will persist and grow. So when someone can surrender, they will be able to move forward faster. And through keeping in mind that they are on a different path to someone else, not only can they surrender and remove the resistance, but they can start to show themselves the level of love, support, acknowledgement and kindness that they deserve. To compare themselves with where they started, with where they were a few months ago, a few years ago. And this will allow them to really embrace their journey and to show themselves the kind of support, love, and acknowledgement that they may show others. So if you can relate to this, please keep this in mind, that you are on your own path and don't compare yourself with others, because you are unique. Of course, there are some similarities that you will have with most people on the planet, and the person that you may be comparing yourself or may compare yourself with. But you are still on your own path. And although someone else may appear to have it together and all the rest of it, who knows what's going on for them or what they've had to overcome. Of course, in the social media age, it's very easy for someone to create the impression that their life is a certain way when it might not be. But with that aside, remember that you're on your own path, and please honour your own journey.